So now I have a mostly cut slab. I've cut two sides already, and I'm trying to get this to be 5 inches by 12 inches. So 5 inches wide by 12 inches in length, the full length of a ruler. You want to keep all your scraps, any and all scraps. That's going to be clay for the base of the cup when we're done making the cylindrical body, and that scrap clay will be used to make a handle later as well, a custom handle. So I've got two sides cut, and now I'm just kind of editing the top and the bottom, and I'm cutting with a bent paper clip. I'm now double checking the width and the length. Now, if you've got this situation where your slab doesn't quite reach 12 inches, so here mine is 11 inches. The width is fine. I'm happy with the width. I'm content. I managed to pull off a 5-inch wide cut, but it's the length that isn't what I need it to be. And also, this slab is relatively thick. And think about it, cups you drink out of, when it comes to the walls aren't that thick. So here's something you can do to fix that problem. If your slab isn't long enough or wide enough, or it's too fat and chunky for your liking, you can do what's called tossing the slab on a table. The way you toss a slab is you work directly on the tabletop, and that's going to stretch out, elongate, lengthen, widen your slab, whatever you need it to do. It's a little awkward to demonstrate that on video, so do the best you can with this if you're at home working on this. But you're going to want to have both hands bent at the wrist, so you're bending both wrists dramatically, like really exaggerate that, and both hands are parallel to one another. And you're just going to hold the slab by its, the top, by the length of it, and you're just going to keep tossing it on the table over and over, flipping and tossing, flipping and tossing. And by tossing the slab directly on the tabletop, you're stretching it. You're slightly stretching it, which is what we want. So now that wall is getting a little bit thinner, and I'm achieving the length I want. The only problem is sometimes your clay will get a little stressed by, the pressure of the tossing, and it's also on a dry tabletop surface, and that can dry out your clay and rob it of plasticity. So if you notice cracks, go ahead and do a little damp sponging like I did a second ago, and then you can go back to tossing the slab if need be. So here I go again. I'm doing another round, and you don't have to go bananas. Don't be excessive. Just toss it a few times and then check your measurement. Check your length. Do you have the length you want now? Do you have the width you want? So in my case, the width was fine. 5 inches was fine. I just didn't have the 12 inches I needed, but now I do. In tossing the slab, that elongated and stretched out the slab. So I have the 12 inches. Now I'm just doing a final check of any cracks, trying to keep my clay hydrated and add some moisture to it. So this essentially is going to be our cup body. We're going to take this slab and we're going to shape it into a cylinder or a tube. And that's going to be, basically the part you drink out of. I'll show you how to make the base in a future video. But this is our cup body that's, ready for shaping. I'm just looking at the back side too to see if there's any cracks underneath the slab and if I need to rehydrate that. You're going to have a pretty side to your slab and an ugly side. The pretty side will be facing outward. The ugly side will be the interior of the cup. Okay? And so I'm just doing the final double checking of my measurement. Again, you're all going to want a 5 inches by 12 inches long rectangular slab. 5 by 12. That's the perfect measurement in making a cup body or a coffee mug. Basically, we're making a mug body. And you can slice down any slivers that you need to edit. Keep those slivers of clay. Keep those scrap pieces. You need all those scraps, again, to make the base and the handle And maybe you'll want to decorate the mug with some excess clay as well. So I'm happy with that. I got the measurement I need, and the wall is a little thinner.